called my coworker Chunky after she repeatedly called me slim and made references to my weight after I asked her multiple times not to. So I work at this accounting firm downtown. Nothing fancy. Just your typical cubicle farm where everyone pretends to be busy while scrolling through their phones. There's this woman who sits 2 desks over from me, Janet, and she's been working there for like 8 years. I've been there for about 2. Now, I'm naturally pretty thin. Always have been. I eat like a horse, but my metabolism is just crazy fast, which honestly pisses people off sometimes. I get it. It's annoying when someone can demolish a whole pizza and not gain a pound, but that's just how my body works. Janet started with the comments pretty much from day one. At first it was little things like, oh look, there goes Slim, when I'd walk by her desk. Or during lunch she'd be like, are you really gonna eat all that with your figure? I figured she was just being friendly in her own weird way, so I didn't say anything. But then it got worse. She'd make these comments about how I probably shop in the kids section, or how I need to eat a burger whenever I'd mention being tired or having low energy. During team meetings, she'd literally interrupt conversations to point out how skinny I was. Like we'd be talking about quarterly reports and she'd go, well, at least someone here doesn't have to worry about their pants getting tight. The breaking point came during our office potluck last month. I brought this really good pasta salad that my mom taught me how to make, and I was actually pretty proud of it. Janet walks up to the table, sees me putting some on my plate, and goes, wow, skinny girls really do eat. I thought you just survived on air and compliments. Everyone around us just got quiet and awkward. I felt my face turn red because like half the office was standing right there watching this happen. I pulled Janet aside after lunch and told her straight up that the weight comments needed to stop. I explained that it made me uncomfortable and that calling someone skinny all the time isn't actually a compliment when it's used to make them feel weird about existing. She just laughed it off and said she was just joking around and that I was too sensitive. Classic response, right? Like somehow making someone uncomfortable repeatedly is totally fine as long as you call it a joke afterward. But here's the thing, Janet didn't stop. If anything, she got more creative with it. She started leaving protein bars on my desk with little notes like, thought you could use these. She'd make comments in front of clients about how the office needed to fatten me up. During video calls, she'd position herself so she could make faces and gesture at my body when I was talking, thinking I couldn't see her. The worst part was that nobody else said anything. I mean, I get it. Nobody wants to get involved in workplace drama, but it was so obvious what she was doing. Sometimes people would give me these sympathetic looks, but that was about it. So last Tuesday, we're in the break room, and I'm heating up my leftover Chinese food from the night before. Janet walks in, sees me waiting for the microwave, and goes, geez, Slim, save some food for the rest of us. Though I guess you'll just burn it all off by walking to your car anyway. And I just snapped. Without even thinking, I turned around and said, well, at least I don't have to worry about getting chunky like some people around here. The microwave finished beeping right at that moment, so there was this perfect little silence where you could literally hear the hum of the fluorescent lights. Janet's face went completely white, then bright red. She opened her mouth like she was gonna say something, then just stormed out of the break room. Within like 20 minutes, I got called into HR. Apparently, Janet had reported me for body shaming and creating a hostile work environment. I almost laughed when they told me that, because the irony was just incredible. I explained the whole situation to Lisa from HR, how Janet had been making comments about my weight for months despite me asking her to stop multiple times. I even had screenshots of some emails where she'd made comments about ordering lunch for the skinny girl and stuff like that. Lisa looked over everything and then called Janet in for a separate meeting. About an hour later, both of us got called back in together. Lisa basically laid out that calling people names based on their appearance wasn't acceptable, regardless of whether the person was thin or heavy. She said that Janet's behavior had been inappropriate from the start, but that my response, while understandable, also crossed a line. We both got written up, which sucked, but honestly I felt pretty vindicated. Janet had to sit there while Lisa read back all the comments she'd made over the past 2 years.